All right. Welcome, Alanna, to the Fempreneur podcast. How are you?
I am excellent. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, just to warn everyone, Alanna and I are both on Vancouver Island right now, but Alanna is in Comox, and the internet connections in pretty much everyone's houses are not great in Comox. Is that right?
Yeah, it's pretty poor.
Yeah. And I know when I was staying in Courtney, the internet was okay, but like I barely ever had cell service, and I was right in town. So, it's kind of a
Yeah.
weird thing on Vancouver Island. As beautiful as it is here, it's got some connectivity issues for sure. So Island Glow Dental Hygiene is the name of Alana's business. I guess we should throw the word mobile in there. Island Glow Mobile Dental Hygiene,
Yeah.
which is a dream that you had for a while. Tell us about when you first had the idea for this business, Alana.
Well, I've been a dental hygienist for just over 13 years now, and it happened like right out of hygiene school. I had an awesome opportunity to work for Northern Public Health Authority, and I got a temp position that was a 6 month gig, which was awesome for just starting out. But initially, when I was working for them, we did a lot of rural and remote work, especially out on First Nations reservations, and um, we accessed a lot of communities that didn't have all of the things like normal cities do, like healthcare and dental clinics and things like that. So when I first was out there, it was really cool, and I was really inspired by all of the work that we did in the community. But as time went on, there was a lot of things I noticed, like there was only two dental hygienists for all of northern BC, which, as you know, is a huge area.
Mm-hmm.
So it took a lot of time to reach all of the communities, and um, we also missed a lot of the communities because we ran out of budget and just ran out of time. And also, there was a lot of barriers with working with the First Nations communities, a lot of communication barriers. And so, yeah, like if they didn't get back to us in time, we weren't able to get out there, or if we went out to the community, a lot of them missed the information that we were going out there. So we didn't see a lot of the community members. And so I just seen this huge barrier with dental care and rural and remote communities. And I was like, there has to be a way to fix this and to reach these people. Yeah, and it was really sad because you've seen a lot of children with like early childhood caries. That's basically like when their teeth are breaking off before they even erupt out of the mouth, and a lot of people with abscesses and in a lot of pain. And so, yeah, after that position, I went on just to working um, throughout BC. I traveled around a lot. I did a lot of temping positions, and I was just kind of struggling to find where I fit in and where I was passionate about. And so I was really grateful for all of the experiences that I had because I learned a lot. But once I figured out that dental hygienists could become independent, that was my main goal. And I was like, yes, this is it. Like, this is um, how healthcare is going to change and how it's going to really remove these barriers to First Nations communities, rural communities, people who are too busy to access dental clinics. A lot of, yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. I've known Alana for a really long time, you guys, and I learned some things just now that I guess I've just never asked the right question to get all that information out of you. So I'm glad that we're doing this so I can learn more about you too.
Mm-hmm.
I was just realizing as you were talking, because I know your mom and I know the kind of work she does. And so she has a very similar passion for helping people that are in remote areas, which is really neat that that kind of runs in the family. So that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, she's working up in the Northwest Territories right now.
Yeah.
With the Indigenous, yeah.
Yeah. As a nurse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So cool. So you realized that you were able to work independently as a dental hygienist. And then you looked into the schooling and how long it would take and how much money it would require you to invest in paying for all of the schooling. And I remember we had a couple conversations and you were kind of like, oh, and so tell us about some of the more challenging times on this journey to starting your business. Like, just
Yeah.
tell us anything that comes to mind.
Yeah. Going back to school after being graduated for 10 years was the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. It was right, there was a lot of big transitions in my life. I'd gone through a big breakup. I moved to like completely across BC, worked started working for a periodontal clinic, which is completely different than general practice as well. I was just kind of winging it. I was like, I'm just going to apply for dental hygiene degree completion programs for UBC. Uh, and there was only, I think, like 18 people accepted. And I just wrote them the story that I just told you of like how, I.
Oh, every once in a while she freezes and then she has to jump back in. So, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you were one
Yeah.
of the 18 people accepted.
Yeah, and I told my story, and I was just like passionate about, accessing these people, and they're like, "Yeah, you're accepted." I was like, "Oh shit." I actually wasn't expecting to be accepted into this program, and so there was a lot of challenges that I went through with.
Oh, she froze again here. Hopefully we can continue on. Are you coming back, Alanna? Oh, this is such a great story. It's so frustrating when the connection doesn't cooperate. Bear with us, everybody. She's coming right back. It just boots her out and then lets her right back in. So we should be able to get her back here in a second. I can sing to everyone if that helps. Um, You and me going fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. Oh, it kicked her right out this time. She's not even there. She's going to hop back in, hopefully. All right, there she is.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, wow, that was a bad one. I was singing Fishing in the Dark to everybody, so thanks for coming
Oh,
back.
yay! Lucky them. Yeah, so yeah, I got accepted to UBC, and then I was starting a new job as well. So the biggest challenge for me was just learning how to be back in university again. I had only done college before, college diploma, and so doing university online is a completely different game. And I had to go through counseling and a bunch of other things just to work past it. It was, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely a different person because of it. I know now that I can work through hard things and get past it, but at the time you're just like frozen in fear. But
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm. What were you most afraid of? What was the fear coming from? Like, what were your fears? What was causing you to be just stressed out?
that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't smart enough to be back in school. I didn't have, yeah, the all. I just figured these people were like insanely smart, and I figured out later down the road that.
Oh, come on, internet and Comox. Okay, internet gods, we're gonna need you to do us a solid and give some extra bandwidth or whatever the word is to Comox BC for this interview. Oh, geez. Okay, a little more fishing in the dark. Oh no,
I got it.
Okay, I didn't have to sing it that time. So you thought everyone was smarter than you, and then at what point did you realize that that wasn't true, or like what was your breakthrough to get through the fear?
Yeah, I just started with the counselor, like, a lot of grounding exercises and just like not thinking of like doing everything at once. It was like, okay, let's do little baby steps. Like, you just do this one assignment, complete it, blah, 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 on to the next thing and next thing. And time management as well. Like, when was I most
Keep
motivated?
talking, keep talking, but you have to share all of your own things because I've got to answer the door. I think it's someone concerned about my dog who's not on his leash and he just lays at the front door. Keep telling your story.
Okay. And yeah, and then I just worked through all of that. I had an amazing partner who woke up and made me breakfast in the morning. Again.
Oh my gosh. Okay. In the history of the Fempreneur podcast, this is probably the second worst. There is one that was worse than this. I was camping near Tumbler Ridge, BC, and it was just, yeah.
I was just gonna say it's probably preparing me for the rural and remote
Yeah,
working.
yeah. So that's okay. I'll be able to edit this out if it's really bad. But yeah, sorry, I'm in Qualicum Beach for anyone who knows where Qualicum Beach is. I think I have brought the average age of this town down by a solid decade by being here. Oh, we got tails wagging on the blinds here. So there's a whole, like, everyone that lives in this area is like super sweet and old, quite old. And my dog, who is adorable. Oh, here she comes back. He was just laying out front and she was concerned because he wasn't tied up. And I was like, yeah, but he wasn't going anywhere. So thanks for interrupting my podcast episode, lady. But no, I didn't say that to her. So can you hear me okay? Are you back?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think.
I'm starting to feel like maybe we should rebook this because it's kind of worse than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's
What
really
do you
bad.
think? Yeah. Yeah, I think we should probably rebook it. Okay, thanks for tuning in, everyone. We're going to rebook this at a better time when Alanna has better internet connection. And have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.